Hello again. Welcome to the reading room, and this is William Powers, 424. And I'd like to talk to a book. You can't see any cover on this book. This book is old. It's not of value. It's torn and tattered. It is a book by Somerset Maugham. It's one of my favorite. He's probably written a lot of others. Let's see, I was trying to think of Human Bondage, probably one of his biggies. This is a 1944 edition. Book was written in 1943. It's set in the post-World War I era and Depression prior to World War II, by Somerset Maugham. It's titled The Razor's Edge. Sometime in the 40s or 50s, there was a movie done. I'll try to zoom in here for you. Called The Razor's Edge. It starred Tyrone Power, Gene Tierney, John Payne, and Ann Baxter. I've seen the movie. It's very good. The book and the movie. Then there was a remake done in the 80s, starring Bill Murray, Teresa Russell, and Denholm Elliott, who plays one of the strong supporting characters. The book is, and the movies, it's been so long since I watched the first movie that I don't remember as much about it. I watched it years ago on classic TV. I have bought the movie and have, been one of those things I've been planning to watch it, but have never found the time to actually watch it. The Razor's Edge with Bill Murray, I saw it when it came out in the theater. It changes things a little bit. The book, you'll find that the main character, Lawrence Darrell, I believe was his name. Larry Darrell, he was a pilot in the book in World War I and came home. He had plans before, but afterwards those plans seemed to be changed. He wanted to find a meaning to life, and anyway, it's his quest and search for answers in religion, in the meaning of life, and his travels throughout the world, and during the Depression, and afterwards he lives in Paris, and their struggles in his interaction with his best friend, a longtime friend, and who becomes his ex-fiancée or girlfriend's wife. And a very, very good book. I read it years ago, and definitely a classic. If you're a young student, a teenager, this might be a hard read for you. The vocabulary in this book would be excellent for you to read. It would broaden your vocabulary. If you're a teenager and you read this book, you need to get a dictionary, or have your phone handy where you can Google some of these words, because you're going to be exposed to a vocabulary from the 1940s from a writer who writes with a better mastery of the English language than people do now, especially the songs we sing and some of the speech we do now. So definitely a good book to help you with your vocabulary. I really loved, this was Bill Murray in the 80s after he came out of the comedy world, Saturday Night Live. This was really his first serious role as an actor. He brought some humor to the screen. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Teresa Russell did a great job. Denholm Elliott, excellent job as playing the part he did. It was set in Chicago, supposedly, and Paris, then India, the Himalayas. Larry goes on this big quest to find himself, and so it's really a great story, a great book. I was looking for something specific, but it mentions a lot of other books, but The movie was excellent. I enjoyed it. It straight away, they were ambulance drivers in the movie here. Straight away from the pilot, I think, factor. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure I am. But anyway, it strayed a little bit. You know, very good story. Great movie. I would highly recommend you read the book. It's a lot better for you. And like I said, if you read this 1940s era book now, you'll find that it really will strengthen your vocabulary as a young reader. Some of the words are for one, used to be I think on the list of vocabulary words that we had to teach today was hoi polloi. It's not very widely used anymore. It means the melting pot, the masses, unwashed, or you know, commoners, whatever word for that. But you know, you'll be exposed to some new words. Good for you. It'll help you with your ACT score if you learn to broaden your vocabulary. So I'd highly recommend it. It's a great read, a good book, got some adventure, you know, and stuff in it. I enjoyed it as a young reader. I read it in my late 20s, and so the first time. So give it a try and see what you think. Thank you for listening.